This episode of Hobie is sponsored by Ho Jeff. Save 25% with promo code HobiePod.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 505. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Jim.
Hey!
Whoa, who's that guy?
Who brought this guy?
And I'm Brian. You didn't suspend me this week. Thanks, Jason.
We forgot.
Yeah.
We forgot. Brian, we forgot to send that in the mail.
Yeah, it's in the mail.
Oh, no wonder he didn't get it.
The postman did not deliver this week.
Thanks, Doug.
Thanks, Doug. Jeez. Yeah, so welcome, everybody. Blake's not here.
Is he on vacation?
Yes.
Did he go to Alaska?
He went to Alaska?
He did.
Oh, huh.
Or did he go to Iceland?
Finland.
Somewhere in the middle.
Beirut.
Russia.
I don't know.
Blake is in Russia.
Yep.
Change approved.
Yep.
On the front lines, apparently.
Yeah. We don't know what front lines, but he's somewhere. But yeah, things are going swimmingly in Russia, I feel. I don't feel like anything bad's going on there. I feel like they're secure. Their government's secure. But yeah, welcome, everybody. We are a history podcast.
We are.
I'm not sure about that.
My shirt says specifically we're not.
Oh, damn it. But you can come ask us many questions at the Cincinnati Comic Expo, September 22nd through the 24th. Get your tickets at CincinnatiComicExpo.com.
Officially 1 month away tomorrow.
Whoa. Look at that.
We will be signing autographs.
Yes. Come see us. We're on the second floor. We'll have a booth outside the coat rack room, so come on by.
We will be shaking babies.
Kissing
hands.
Kissing hands.
Kissing hands, shaking babies. Okay.
Yep. We'll be kissing
We
hands.
are not shaking babies.
No. I think it's the other way around.
Speak for yourself. I plan to have some fun that weekend.
Get out. So yeah, come get your tickets.
I mean, we can't talk about anything else that weekend.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Jim, you're going to be a moderator this year.
Yes, I will. So I'm not going to be shaking babies back in the babysitting room.
No, there is no babysitting room this year.
That got cut from the budget.
Yes. But we do have a booth outside the coat rack room, and we're going to have a booth down by the panel room, the small panel rooms as well again. So come see us. We will have somebody there this year because we have some things that we can't announce yet, but, going on down there. We'll be playing trivia all weekend, and we got some good prizes from it. I do have some prizes coming from Andrew, too, so that should be interesting.
Ooh, thank you, Andrew.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Brad has lots of movies to give away, so be ready for that.
Well, you already gave away your movie, your DVD collection.
Oh, no, I got more. Let me tell you, we got some good ones coming. So, yeah, come see us, and we'll be giving away magnets from Steve and Izzy. So just to let you guys know. Did you find any stickers yet, Brian?
That is on my to-do list.
Okay.
On Wednesday when I am off of work.
Okay, great.
I will order the stickers.
Gotcha.
And maybe some other stuff for us.
Okay. You got business cards yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Everybody's doing
except for the ones I ordered last year, which I think
We still have a lot of.
We have this many.
That's half of what we got last year.
But you mentioned magnets from Izzy. Is there some type of code if you want to get your own stuff from her?
Yes, go to Stephen Izzy go to Izzy at Untidy Venus. That's on Twitter and on Etsy, and you can put in Hobie Pod and save 15%.
Ooh, that's pretty good
on your deal. So she has a lot of great stuff. Brian has bought many things from her.
I have several Snackosauruses.
Yes. So go see Izzy at Untidy Venus. So I won't get to. I'll tease it, but the Twitter poll of the week was one of our biggest ones in months. So just let you guys know that. Just a little tease.
Oh, I even missed it.
I actually did vote on this one.
But there's a second one that came out today too. But anyways,
I don't know what Twitter is.
X.
I do not
X.
follow X. I will never call it X. I will.
Is that what they're calling it now?
Yes.
No, that's not what they are calling it. That's what Elon is calling it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There's about 4 other people that are calling it X. Everyone else still refers to it as Twitter. It's still twitter.com if you look at it on their website.
On their website? Oh.
But I don't know what the algorithm is, but I don't see anything from Hobie.
Really?
Yes.
It's interesting.
I look you up and I do.
Are you still following us?
Yes.
Okay.
No, are you? They might have cut.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
When I look it up, I hit the page and says following still.
Okay.
So, but you probably see a lot of stuff from Colin Cowherd or something.
Yeah, because he pays and gets promoted.
We don't pay.
We shouldn't.
No.
Everybody should want to look us up.
That's right. At Bad Ideas Podcast on X or Twitter or whatever it's called.
Should be against the rules to pay to get your stuff on there.
We're also on.
I realize they're a business and they're trying to make money, but I mean that's completely against what Twitter should be. Or
have you met Elon Musk lately?
This was before Elon.
Yeah, it's true. You don't have that problem on Tumblr. Just letting you guys know.
Or Threads.
Threads, yes. Shit, I got posts there. Tumblr is still active.
It's around.
Yeah. I'm kind of intrigued to see who still is following that. So if we knew the password to it, we could go in there. Or our email that it's attached to.
What's the password for the Instagram account?
I don't know.
Cool. I don't know.
Doug set it up. Oh. So when you see Doug at the Cincinnati Comic Expo, September 22nd,
yeah, I was
24th.
planning on. Also,
I have access to it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nice.
I have access.
I have no idea what the password was.
I might have at one point had access, but new phone, so I don't get the.
Who did?
I need to log in again to all the.
I may need to get that ahead of the expo because I was planning on posting from the expo onto
Probably
Instagram this year. Maybe going live.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay.
Oh, you can go live on Instagram?
Yeah, we'll be going live.
I don't know. I don't have that app. I don't use it.
I do have it.
People share pictures. Yeah, I got a new phone.
Who does?
I was sending my old phone back, and I realized that the glass in front of the camera was cracked.
Yeah.
I don't know for how long it's been cracked.
How many pictures have you taken?
I don't take pictures.
Not even for
I know it's been at least 2 weeks because the picture I did take about 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks before that anyway, it like looked bad and I just thought it was like bad lighting. And then I realized, oh, that's because that was cracked.
How do you send your dating profile up with selfies on Bumble?
I've taken one selfie in my entire life.
Okay. For Bumble?
Nope, one for Bumble. Oh. It was for Jeopardy.
Oh.
Because they required you to send a photo picture.
And it was not for Prinder either.
Oh.
No, I've never been on Prinder.
Tree app?
You don't need a picture for Tree app.
That's true.
In fact, they prefer you don't put your picture.
Yeah, you don't want to be associated with what you find in Tree app.
I don't think you want to be associated with what you find in Prinder either, to be honest with you. Anyways.
How many Ussies will we take at the Comic Expo with the fans?
Oh, 50. If you want to get a picture taken with us, come on up. Say hi.
I will gladly take a picture with our fans.
Yeah. Yep. Jim and I are ambassadors out there. We've signed autographs. We named babies. People have come up and asked that are pregnant, what should we name this baby?
And you said Hobie, right?
It's either Hobie or Zelda. Gertrude, I think we did a Gertrude once.
They didn't like Gertrude.
They did not. They still named it, though.
But you call it Gertie.
Oh, that's even worse.
I said Esmeralda.
Yes.
Esme.
I did Gwendolyn. They said how many G's are in that. I said 6, so they had to do it. So we've named babies before too. It's been great.
Coming to Fox this year, Name My Baby, hosted by Wayne Brady.
Hold on, Fox.
Name My Baby.
10 o'clock on Sunday.
Yeah.
Fox might be the first one to be done on their schedule this year.
So
Fox doesn't even do 10 o'clock shows.
Oh, no, they changed it this year.
They do now. Screw your local news.
Name My Baby is coming after Lemons and Turpine program. No, that's Adorable program. And then Not Good, Not Great will make you ejaculate, and Chicken Nuggets and Wine.
Chicken nuggets and wine.
that is a loaded Sunday for Fox.
More ways than one. And then Name My Baby, which should probably go after. Never mind.
We're gonna have to. We'll have to alter that because of football season, obviously.
Sure. Name My Pigskin.
No.
Oh, you just mean football goes in
Yeah.
there.
So like it'll be the football game, and then good, great. It'll make me ejaculate.
Yeah, I gotcha. I just.
Well, we don't need to do lemons and turpentine or whatever it is during football season.
I want to see the NFL announcers coming up next.
Troy Aikman
Coming
calling
up
that.
next. Good, great. Make me ejaculate.
What do you think that's about?
Fox.
What do you think that's about, Joe?
Stick around after the final whistle for good, great. It'll make you ejaculate.
So, Troy, what do you think that's about? I don't know. That's about. I don't know.
I remember when George Grand refused to say the word damn.
Oh, best damn sports show.
Best damn sports show ever, and he would just say the best sports show ever.
Didn't they do darn one year too? And then, or one or a couple times, and then it was like, that's awful.
You mean they as in
The announcers.
No, I don't
Yeah.
remember the announcer saying. George just dropped that word.
So yeah. So there
George
you
is the nicest guy in baseball.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
go. Just
Next to Wander Franco.
well, moving on. What's your up down for the
No.
week, Jim? Jim?
My up down is coming back to Hobie.
Oh, look at you
Hey,
go.
suspension is over.
Suspension's over. I get to come back, hang out with my buddies, and
Okay.
I'll try not to say anything too
Too vulgar.
too racy.
Yep. Any downs?
Downs is coming back to Hobie.
You got to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't quote any Queen lyrics.
Yeah, Queen has been the one song has been canceled.
What song?
Bicycle race.
And why?
The article was a little vague as to why, other than some of the words are just inappropriate.
Bicycle race.
Well, since we can't
Did I say
say
bicycle race?
yes,
You did.
but
Fat bottom girls. Is
no, you can't say that.
Oh,
Big ass bitches.
bicycle race, fat bottom girls are the same song. They just play back to back.
Makes
You
sense.
can't say that, Jeff. Refer to big ass bitches.
Large posterior women.
There you go. There you go.
They do make the world go around.
Do they?
Did I just get suspended?
No, because you're fine with it. It's fine. Brian, any up downs this week?
My up would be recording on a Monday. This is neat.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's great.
Are you being facetious?
No, it's great.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to come back tomorrow, though.
That's fine. I won't be here, but go ahead. That's fine.
He's got to get a picture in the bathroom.
That's fine.
For his Snapchat.
I mean, it is Tuesday. It will be Tuesday after all.
That's fine.
No.
My wife will let you in. She'll be fine.
I figured one of the kids will let me.
Yeah. My daughter was. She likes you. She likes
yeah.
you. The dogs won't let you in, but
Well,
I was impressed that your son let me come in the house today.
he did.
Well, he didn't. He told you to leave.
Yeah, he told me to leave, that I'm not invited here anymore.
My 7-year-old son played a board game last week. Yeah. Outrun the Bear. And you have to outrun a bear. And Jim was the bear.
No, I was not the bear. I was trying to outrun the bear too.
Yes. And you tripped up and sacrificed my son?
Yeah, I pushed him 2 steps back so I could get ahead a little bit.
Yeah.
And I got out fine.
You did.
And I saved your daughter too.
That's fine. That's fine.
he does have 2 sons, so he can spare one.
Exactly.
And after my 7-year-old got eaten by the bear, he looked at Jim and said, "You're not allowed coming back to game night."
So when I got here today, he's like, "You're not allowed here." I said, "No, I'm not allowed here on game night."
Podcast night is okay.
A little disappointed none of your children offered me an ice cream sandwich when I came in.
It is. Jeff has a bedtime cookie, and my kids get ice cream at bedtime.
I usually have a bedtime popsicle.
Oh, what type?
Strawberry.
Oh, okay.
That's just a nice little strawberry popsicle.
Not the little freezer things in the little bag. Good, okay.
No.
Like ones of the strawberry crumb ones, or
No, just like a regular strawberry fruit
okay.
popsicle.
Oh, the strawberry crumb ones are very
The strawberry shortcake ones.
Yeah.
The good humor ones.
Those are good.
Those are delightful.
Do Outshine bars?
Usually.
Okay.
Kroger has a pretty decent...
I just had the Kroger one a couple of weeks ago, and it was nowhere near as good as the Outshine bars.
It's a lot cheaper, though.
That it is.
It is more affordable, and in my opinion, for a bedtime popsicle, worth the savings.
Bedtime Popsicle is coming to ABC on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. It's kicking off the night with bedtime popsicles.
Oh, this is right before you send the kids to bed or whatever.
Yeah.
You're getting all those kids with those 8:30 bedtimes. You get to watch bedtime popsicle.
Yeah. So
You guys get bedtime cookies, bedtime popsicles. I normally have like bedtime dinner.
tacos.
I don't know, whatever I feel like making at 3:30 in the morning.
Gotcha. You're also a bartender, though, so you come home late.
Oh, yes.
So there's a difference there. Or you just stay up late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you know that Saturday night I was in bed asleep around 8 o'clock.
Whoa.
Yes.
8 p.m.
8 p.m.
And how late did you sleep till?
I got up I woke up around 1, then was up for a couple hours and got up at 6.
Oh, okay.
And I watched some Women's World Cup before I went out and hit the golf course.
Oh, okay.
That sounds like a good up
That is a good up.
for you.
Jeff, I feel that.
A good up.
Yeah, I golfed all weekend. It was a nice little fun golf trip.
Sweet.
Nice. Do you have any downs this week, Brian?
The heat. Whatever Mother Nature is
I know
cooking,
you hate the cops.
Nah, those are the fuzz.
Oh.
For bears.
Yeah, whatever Mother Nature is cooking, it is complete. Take it out of the oven. It's too fucking hot, man.
To be fair, it's
Mother
only
Nature
going,
burnt Hawaii.
No, that was Oprah.
Oh.
to be fair, it's
Oprah
only,
burnt her Hawaii?
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
To be fair, it's only supposed to feel like 107 on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We'll be fine.
That's
we'll
it?
be fine. Saturday's down to 82, so that's wonderful.
That's a swing.
Yeah, I'm about to say last week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday was really
Beautiful.
nice temperatures.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Sunday, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 107. It's awful.
I mean,
It was bad, so I went to the gym this morning, and I came out, and the gym was colder than the outside.
Yeah.
I walked out at 6:30 in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is awful. Which is just, it was awful. Jeff, what you got for up, down?
I've got quite a few ups here.
Oh.
We will start with our softball team, Sock Monkeys, winning their tournament this weekend.
That is a yearly occurrence now.
3 in a row.
Yep.
Three-peat, baby. Won the first game 11-1. Second game 23-4.
It was close.
That is a nice ass whooping.
It was a good ass whooping. Couldn't have happened to a better team. So I was very happy with that. That was very nice.
Here I won team MVP yet again.
You did because you did not show.
I did not show up for the tournament again. So
You know how mature I've become, which is really sad. So when I was rounding third, coming home one time,
One of the times I scored.
I led off the game with a double too. Could have been a triple. But I didn't want to get thrown out at third just in case. But anyways, when I was
didn't want to make the opening out at third, and people gave him shit for it.
don't make the first or third out at third base.
You know what? I scored next to bat. Anyways, so I was coming around third, going home, and I was safe. I was going to be safe by a mile, and the guys on the bench were yelling for me to slide because we were up by a lot at that point, or a decent amount. And I thought about it for a second. And 15 years ago, Jason would have. This time, though, I was like, all that's going to do is piss off this team that we're playing. And I don't want to do that. So I'm going to stand up, and I just kept on running home.
Oh, I thought it was you're just 15. Your body is 15 years older, and you're afraid of not getting back up.
No, I'm fine with that.
You should have cartwheeled home.
I did think about that.
You know what you should have done?
Yeah.
Sat on third base.
And did the Buddha?
Yep.
That's a good thing for that kid in Little League Baseball. It didn't come back and haunt him.
No.
Check that out. Oklahoma versus Louisiana. Did not work out.
You can't just sit there and cry.
I so
can't just sit here and cry.
So what's your other ups?
My other ups were Dungeons and Dragons, our campaign with Scab Jeff. Our
the invite.
You were invited.
Oh.
Came to an end this past week, and we started our next one, or we made up characters to go for our next campaign.
Time out. You told me there's no ending to this game.
Well, the story ends, and then you start a new one.
Do you have the same characters?
No, we just made new characters.
Okay.
My character, Hinkle McCrinkleberry, is now retired, so I think I have to get Tyroyal Smoochie Wallace.
Did you guys die at the end of this chapter?
No. Well,
what did you do to win?
We defeated the Elder Brain and all the Illithids that were controlling the countryside. And then retired.
Riveting. Riveting stuff, guys.
It was a beautiful end.
Thank you for Brian for jumping in. I was trying to be nice.
No, you weren't.
No, you weren't at all.
I was just looking at Brian. Well, I'm glad you got the dingleberries out of the farmland or whatever you said.
Hinkle McCrinkleberry.
Oh, my bad. Whatever.
That was a character.
Oh, who did you beat? The elderberries?
The Elder Brain.
Oh, my
And the
bad.
Illithids, otherwise known as Mind Flayers.
Oh, of course. Of course. Much better than the sun flares. Don't get by them.
Flare.
Oh, how much flare did you have?
37 pieces of flare.
Here, how about this one?
That's a lot of Ric Flairs.
Woo! The funny thing is, when me and Brian played Dungeons and Dragons, we actually beat Ric Flair. That's true.
Like, he was just there drunk.
Every
got a
pub
picture
we went
taken
to,
with him.
He was styling and profiling across the room and wooing at us, and we're like, Rick, like, you just need to sit down, man. I think you're not feeling well, are you? You're drunk.
So you had one chop, and then he like stumbled and then flipped over.
He flipped over the bar.
Flipped over the bar.
Yeah, fell into a table.
I mean, just over one chop too.
One.
That was when he was sober. So the end of the game, it was a quick game.
Yeah.
We went into the bar. He's like, I got this damsel in distress over here. And Brian chopped him with his character, Georgie McFlyee. And he chopped him.
Yep. Georgie McFlyee.
He came and chopped him. And that was it. We saved the damsel in distress.
Were you running Lee Iacocca that time, or
I
a
was
different
Lee
character?
Iacocca because I got him there to the bar in my stagecoach that I sell. But yeah,
Iacocca and Georgie McFlyee.
Yep. It was a good round. It was riveting.
I really wish there was something other than water in this.
So yeah, but we did. Brian and I played another chapter campaign. I don't know, and we did beat the Dingleberry, so we were very happy with that. They're very nice. They just stick to you. They're very tough to beat.
Moving on.
Okay, Jeff, do you have any more ups?
I have been watching on the Paramount Network. I've been watching Special Ops Lioness.
Yes, I am caught up on that now.
I'm not caught up. I'm 2 episodes behind, I think.
Yep.
We were 4 or 5. I don't remember where we
I think
were.
we're on 5. I think 5 just came out. Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe we're only on
Or
3.
5 was last week.
Is it good?
It's one of his ups.
Starts slow, but what I watched this week, it got better.
Yeah. It's I am very intrigued by it. The cast is amazing. I'm pretty sure I've said this, but the cast is really good. The story is really, really well done.
I keep seeing previews for it every time I turn on Paramount Plus.
Zoe Saldana, Nicole Kidman.
Apparently, Morgan Freeman is supposed to be in it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he comes in like towards the end, but Michael Kelly's in it. The guy that's in every Taylor Sheridan show, he plays different characters, but he was in Mayor of Kingstown. He was like one of the head corrections officers. He's just been in like everything that Taylor Sheridan does. He's also in it.
Which one is he in?
He's one of the ops guys.
Okay, well, okay.
Is this Taylor Sheridan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Does it connect to Yellowstone?
No.
No.
Is it Taylor Sheridan?
It is not.
He normally appears in this stuff too.
Yeah, I haven't seen him yet in this. But I did see a preview when I watched this last episode of the new show that he's got coming out.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
Bass Reeves.
Yeah.
Yes.
That looks awesome.
That looks awesome. I want to see that.
That does look good.
Looks really good.
That's the character I like to play in Western Legends.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The board game.
It's a fun game.
That's my character in Frogger.
Really?
Maybe
Bass Reeves?
Yep.
He retired Georgie McFlyee.
Did he get hit by a
Boat.
boat? Oh, not even a car.
Got hit by a boat.
It's a good campaign. Good campaign.
Yeah.
So, do you have any downs this week then, Jeff?
I don't think I do.
My up this week was 1883. We binged it and watched it and finished it.
Yeah.
The last 3 episodes were really good.
Yeah.
Getting to those last 3 episodes was a strain.
Yeah, I mean, it took about as long as it actually physically took them to get there.
So we finished through 5 episodes, and then like 3 months later, my wife's like, "Can we please finish this, or I'm going to watch it without you on podcast night?" And I was like,
Did she say that about Jessica Jones too?
"She did finish it."
Did she?
No. So I was like, "Fine, I like Yellowstone. Let's do this."
How about Pompeii? Did she finish that?
Yes, it was a miniseries. But
What about Barry? Did you finish that?
No, not yet. I'm on season 3. But so we turn on episode 6 of 1883, and the guy's like, "Well, we'll be crossing the Texas border." And the first thing I said was like, "Oh, for fuck's sakes, we're still in Texas. We're 6 episodes in." And she's like,
Texas is a very large.
my wife said the
state.
same thing. And so finally they get out of it, and I was like, "Oh my god, thank God, just get me out of this fucking state." And then once it got out of Texas, it got better.
I hear that's what people are saying about California now.
You got earthquakes, flooding, hurricanes. What's next? Blizzard?
Well, it started with wildfires, so.
I think there was a song about this, right? R.E.M. Anyways.
Don't know.
I can't believe that wildfire made it across the ocean.
Went from Hawaii to California?
No,
Yeah.
I went from California to Hawaii.
Sorry. Yes,
Yeah,
my
went.
bad. Sorry.
It's quite a weather event.
It's the bridge. It went over the bridge from California to Hawaii. And then we start in 1923. And got through 1 episode of that so far.
Are they in Texas still?
No, thank God.
Did they go back to Texas?
No. They're in
How bad is Harrison Ford in it?
Well, first,
Like all of the previews I saw, I was like, this looks good, except for him.
it was funny because, like, 45 minutes into it, my wife and I are like, okay, who are these people? Like, how are they related to the Duttons? Because they, like, do it in passing, but they don't really explain it, which is fine. But I'm like, we have to go online. Like, I got to go online and figure out who's attached to who. Because there's, like, some little spoilers with every... Because I'm like, okay, is that Tim McGraw? Like, is that from 1883 to now? And then we're fine. But Harrison Ford, I mean, he looks better than... He looks younger than he did in Indiana Jones. I mean...
Is Rip still the best character in all the shows?
Yeah, probably.
Or Beth.
Yeah. It is fun. Did you watch 1883?
The first 4 episodes.
Okay.
And, like, we started, and then we stopped, and then, like, we went back, like, 3 months later, and I was like, we should probably start over, and that was a terrible idea.
Yes.
The worst
keep
part
going.
about it is all that time in Texas, they didn't play a single high school football game.
They did not. I would continue.
Are you in Texas if you didn't play high school football?
I don't think it was really in Texas then.
Like I said, the last 3 episodes were really good, and kind of makes up for it. And you kind of start seeing, like, Yellowstone, and, like, there's one little thing. I'll give you a little spoiler. Like, when Tim McGraw gets to the Dutton Ranch, right, where it's going to be, the Native Americans there that are obviously now, and he's like, I'm just trying to find a place to stay, a place to call our own. And the Native American chief is like, go down go down the river, blah, blah, blah. Right up there is a place called Paradise. And he's like, okay. And he's like, you can have it.
So they're in Vegas?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's like, you can have it. And Tim McGraw's like, thank you. And the chief goes, but in 7 generations, we take it back. We have it as our own. And he's like, in 7 generations, you can. Like, no problem. And so then I start going, I'm like, oh, shit. You start doing the generations, and you're like, that's now. Kevin Costner's
what they're dealing with now.
And it's like, shit. So now I'm like, oh, please tell me that's written down somewhere. Like, 7 generations later. But it was just funny because Tim McGraw's like, yeah, you can have it. And my wife's like, wait a minute, start doing the math. And we start doing, we're like, okay, so technically he made a verbal contract.
Yep.
But it was pretty cool just to see that part. But there's enough of it. And like Elsa, the main character, the daughter, you can tell how like Beth gets the fire in her. Like my wife made that point. Like you can tell like, and even in 1923, you can tell like how the aunt has that fire in her. So it's neat to see like how he connected it all.
So you're saying there's fire ants in the show now?
Yes.
Yep.
That's actually who we beat in Dungeons and Dragons last campaign. Fire ants.
Giant fire ants?
Yeah, they were everywhere.
They were quite.
Do you have ants in your pants?
We did.
Ants in the pants. Ants in the pants.
Remember that was a game back in the day?
Yes.
Yes, that was Cartman getting all pissed off because he wanted one of the Power Rangers, and Kenny got him an ants in the pants game.
Kyle
got him ants in the pants. Ants in the pants.
Wasn't there a Cooties game too?
Yeah, there was a Cooties game.
I never know what the purpose of that game was.
That was, you flipped the little things, and then if you made it in, you got to add stuff, and whoever finished building their cootie first won.
Oh, okay. Never knew that. Okay. Look at you.
One thing while we were talking about it, you brought up Texas football. Made me think of another show that we watched this week on Netflix, Painkiller.
Okay.
It's like a 6-episode Sackler family opioid crisis, like Netflix's take on Dope Sick from like Hulu.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Really good, actually.
Sounds like a good Judas Priest album to me.
Yeah. Matthew Broderick.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Nope.
Oh.
The girl from Orange is the New Black, Uzo Aduba.
Okay.
And then Taylor Kitsch.
Oh.
Nice.
There's been a Taylor Kitsch sighting?
Yeah.
John Carter?
Was he Gambit?
No.
Oh.
He was.
He will be.
He was Glenn. Glenn
Dandy.
Clark Gregg's also in it.
Clark Gregg, who was
Yeah.
at Cincinnati Comic Expo.
He was.
His autograph picture is right up there.
It is right above us.
Hi, Clark.
Hey, Clark.
Yeah, it was very well done. I think Hulu's version of the show was a little bit more fictional, or like less fictional, maybe like less made for entertainment purposes. Like
It looked more realistic.
yeah, it was more factual or
Yeah.
like more whatever. But it was still very well done. We watched all 6 episodes in 2 days, so they're 50-ish minute episodes. But
Sorry, what's this called again?
Painkiller.
Pink. Oh, yeah, the Judas Priest album.
Yeah. So again, just the story behind how that family became the biggest pieces of shit ever.
Nice. Pieces of shit.
When you go on Netflix, don't look for Judas Priest because I don't think it's going to come up.
Well, how am I going to find Painkiller?
I don't know.
Under Judas
I don't know.
Priest.
We do have a breath of silence this week. Ron Jones.
Ron Cephas Jones.
Cephas Jones. Sorry.
Yep.
He's been in many things. He was Randall's dad in This Is Us. He passed away at the age of 66 from pulmonary disease.
Heart disease.
Yes. So 66 years old. So 66 years young. Jeff's favorite word.
Yeah, no.
So yeah. So breath of silence. So, and also, Jim, happy early birthday to you.
Well, thank you.
Coming up this week.
Yes.
What do you want on your birthday list? Anything exciting?
I want to not have to go to court to be a witness in a case where woman patron decided to beat the snot out of her boyfriend, her baby daddy.
Allegedly.
Well, I'm a witness. I saw it.
I don't think you can talk about that.
Because he's not going to show up to the court case because he doesn't want her to go to prison, but they're still trying to make me go.
Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
So get that on ABC this year. I don't have a name for it. Damn it. Never mind. Well, happy birthday for that.
Yes.
The Witness.
The Witness coming to
Fox on Tuesdays.
The Reluctant Witness.
Ooh.
The Reluctant Witness coming to Fox on Tuesdays at 10 p.m. It's after Weekend at Bernie's Squid Game. And then we have nothing at 8:30. 9 o'clock is Douche Academy, and then 10 o'clock the Reluctant Witness.
It's pretty much all the cases are just stupid, like fender bender stuff. And it's like the same guy just happens to be there, like,
he's able to make a living out of it.
Of the $7 checks he gets for all afternoon.
Yes.
Well, I'm the witness in 14 cases today. I don't know why crimes always happen to my right.
Where does he live? Because the housing market
Gary,
can't
Indiana.
sustain that.
Gary, Indiana.
The start of the episode was just he looks over and just.
His name is Frank, and like the opening sequence is like a car crash, and he's walking, and he's like, "That's Frank." Dun, 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 dun.
Is this a comedy or a drama?
Yes.
It depends on the week.
Have you seen anything on Fox that you can decipher what it is? That's not animated.
1 week it has a laugh track.
And it's a drama.
This lady jumped out of a building. That's Frank. Frank, what did you see? Well, she just jumped. Just let you know, Reluctant Witness has now been canceled.
She was screaming all the way down. Made a nasty splat when she landed.
Still not the worst laugh track. Thanks, Sports Night. Speaking of sports, Twitter Pro of the Week at Bad Ideas Podcast this week. Who is your favorite? Oh, so that's not right. What is your favorite baseball film? Not the best, just your favorite. We had Major League, The Sandlot, For the Love of Game, which is Jeff's, and Bull Durham. This was so popular that I actually had to make a second one because people were asking.
What about this?
Yep.
What about Major League 3, Back to the Minors?
Exactly. The new updated poll just ended. We had a lot of votes this week, so we appreciate that. In last place, For the Love of the Game, was 6%. I like that movie.
Better than all the... And I love The Sandlot and Major League.
Clear the mechanism.
The Sandlot came in third with 21%. That's kind of a shocker. And winning 44% to Bull Durham, or 29%. Bull Durham lost to Major League.
I mean, I can't blame people for voting for Major League. It is a very fun film.
Bull Durham, I feel like, is a little overrated, to be honest with you.
How dare you?
I think I agree with you. It's like, of the four here, it's my least favorite.
Yeah, I agree.
And probably of the four on the other poll, it's probably my least favorite.
I'll tell you what the other poll is.
Hit the bull.
A League of Their Own, 8 Men Out, Field of Dreams, and The Natural.
Probably Bull Durham I probably like better than The Natural. I was not a fan.
I agree. I'm not a fan of The Natural either.
I really like The Natural. And there was no Bad News Bears.
There wasn't.
No Hardball.
I'm blown away by your ability to show up.
Yeah, Hardball is horrible.
No bench warmers.
That Hardball was better than bench warmers.
Bench warmers wasn't baseball, was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Rob Schneider, John Heater.
I was thinking of the
Nick
Ringer.
Swartzen.
David Spade.
I
I was thinking of the Ringer. My bad. With Johnny Knoxville.
Basically, John Lovitz. Basically, anybody who... Basically, Sandler wasn't doing anything at that time, so they were like, oh, we got to do something.
Did you see Shooter McGavin on Twitter.
Christopher McDonald?
On X?
No.
Nope.
The Shooter McGavin page.
Oh, okay.
I can't
Twitter.
believe I lost this guy.
He did that. He sent a picture of Adam Sandler just standing like outside his house.
Wearing like gym shorts and a t-shirt kind of like with a paunch. And I can't believe I lost to this guy.
But he's doing a great villain misinformed, what do you call it? Basically, these villains are not as bad as you think. And he started with Shooter McGavin, and he's gone through a lot of them now. It's just kind of funny just to see, like, he gives their reasons for it.
But Shooter McGavin does eat shit for breakfast.
He does.
Shit for breakfast. No, he doesn't. He said, no.
Let's see here. I'll get you one here for this.
I hope
It's called, undeserved villain rep. Undeserved good guy rep. Happy Gilmore shot Mr. Larson in the head with a nail gun. Assaulted a minor league coach because he didn't make the team. Attempted to kill a hockey player with his skates. Hit his driver into grandma's front yard and seriously hurt 2 people. Almost killed the Mista lady by dropping an AC unit on her.
To be fair, that's what she was asking for.
Get me out of here.
Eat this.
Took a cheap shot on Bob Barker and fought him on the golf course. Who won that fight again? He tagged Adam Sandler on that.
To be fair, Bob goaded him on a little bit.
He did.
Well, that's because when he's the amateur in the program, he expected the professional to be good.
Well, it didn't help that the guy who wanted to go to like the Sizzler was over there taunting him.
That's true, too.
Jackass.
That whole thing reminded me, I'm going to go off on a tangent here. It was...
it was Jeff time.
Yeah, a comedian. Crap. Forgot the guy's name. He was talking about doing a Pro-Am thing or something, and he's looking at all these celebrities and these other groups, and he's like, "Ooh, I wonder who our celebrity's going to be."
He was highly disappointed
when he found out he was the celebrity. Oh, shit, what was the guy's name? One of the Gimp's favorite comedians.
It's a good story.
Yeah.
Jeff Dunham.
Is it the bald guy?
Bert Kreischer.
No.
Tom Segura.
No, but Tom Segura is fucking funny.
Paula Poundstone?
No.
Bobby Lee.
No.
Okay, moving on.
Lewis Black.
it was probably the guy that was in
He did
the role, the bowling television show that didn't do well.
Chris Hardwick?
I don't remember.
No.
Oh. Anyways, Shooter McGavin did have one other one. Undeserved villain rap. Shooter McGavin himself considered everyone he met his friend. Everyone he met was his friend.
He does say that.
Put Happy's beer on his tab. Offered Happy good career advice. Dedicated his performances at the Tour Championship to Chubbs.
Mike Birbiglia.
There it is. Told Happy he'll take care of Grandma if he kept the house. Was nice enough to inform Virginia of his jacket size.
My fingers hurt.
Well, now your back's going to hurt because you just drew landscaping duty.
Well, the best part is after he wrote this, like all the people that follow him started doing their own with Shooter. Was willing to renovate Happy's outdated bedroom into a new stylish trophy room. Has never fought Bob Barker. Like they just start going on. I just thought it was kind of funny, just something nice on the internet that you see. Because it's not a cesspool at all.
Yeah, no, it is.
Brian, you want to do some listener feedback over there?
I would very much love.
Let's do this.
We all know what that crinkled paper sound means.
Blake
Time
does it better.
For listener feedback, sponsored by Hello Jeff. What is in our Hello Jeff box this week?
Today we've got a nice delicacy of corn-based snacks and some dairy bugles and spray cheese. You get bugles and spray cheese this week.
I like to fill my bugles with the spray cheese and then eat them.
That's the point.
Are they original flavor bugles?
It's random what you get. You might get a spicy bugle. You might get...
Just thinking the nacho cheese bugle with the spray cheese might be a little...
Too cheesy?
Much cheese.
I don't know. Cheese on cheese would like it.
The spray cheese might end up being a blue cheese blend.
Oh, I've never had that.
Neither have I. I don't know if it exists,
I
but
don't think
we're trying to perfect it.
It does now.
The chunks have a hard time coming out of the nozzle. You just got to constantly like unjam.
Well,
the
I mean,
nozzle.
they make blue cheese dressing. I mean, it's
But it's not in the spray can.
it will be now.
It is now.
All right. Well, look. Hopefully that comes out for football season. All right. We start off listener feedback with that one guy.
8 hands.
7.
Sunny D.
The postman.
Chili Billy.
Can't give yourself a nickname. Beaver Hands.
Beaver hands. Yes, I forgot. I was trying to remember that last week. Beaver hands.
He's never
Doug.
mentioned anything about that.
Really?
Has he listened yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doug.
Dad. Doug says there is a player in the Little League World Series that legit kneels down and becomes a 3-foot high batter. What would you do if a batter did this to you?
Hit him. I would beat him.
I would just roll the ball over the plate since on the ground it is still at above his knees.
No, he didn't kneel down. His feet were still on the ground. He squatted down, so his
squats.
ass. So technically, his knees were above his numbers.
Oh. Yeah, he'd be hit.
So, what is the strike zone on something like that?
Well, does he ever swing the bat?
It's when he swings, right? Is the strike zone?
So, yeah, when he gets up to swing, that's where his strike zone would be.
But if he doesn't swing, then it's the strike zone he's in?
No.
The stance?
It should be your natural. So, like, if you are squatting down but you stand up to swing, it's the part where you stand up is what it should be. It's your.
But if he doesn't stand up,
if he doesn't, well, it's still that
strike zone.
It's still that strike zone.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, Doug shared a little clip of it on Twitter, and it was only like 6 seconds, and it was a kid sitting there tucked in like that, and the bat swinging, and it threw the pitch, and it cut
right by his head.
No,
it was head level.
It was head level. That was a strike.
Yes, they called a strike. The umpire did it. But like, why would you as a coach, be okay with a kid doing that on you?
Because you're an asshole.
Well, that's true.
I mean, we are talking coaches that get teams to Little League World Series.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if
he hasn't already signed a contract.
If 95% of them aren't assholes, I would be surprised.
I mean,
yeah, if more than
5%
aren't assholes.
Shit, we just lost our Little League Baseball coach fans.
I don't want them as fans.
Only the ones in the Little League World Series.
There are other Little League coaches out there, but the ones that are getting teams to World Series.
And they're not real teams. They're all league all-star teams.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what they
just
are.
pick and choose kids from each team in that area.
Yeah.
Most of these guys didn't play together throughout the season.
No. What else you got?
And they play shit baseball, too.
Oh, the rules of Little League is sub.
Hi, I'm 13. I'm going to be playing on a field meant for a 9-year-old.
And I can't steal. No leadoffs.
But I'm going to throw 67 breaking balls.
Yeah. Well, the one kid from Chinese Taipei is throwing 81 miles an hour and hit a home run as well. He looked about 2 feet taller than everybody.
The Angels have already signed him.
The Mets.
The Angels.
Well, the best part
they
is,
gotta replace Shohei.
The people are like, oh my God, this kid's amazing. He's 12 or 13 and he's throwing 81 miles an hour. And then people go on and they're like, please note that this team is known for cheating in their past and have had many infractions for having kids not 13 pitching, play.
The kid's 16.
Yeah. To be fair, he did drive there.
From Taipei?
He took the bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, that one, the one that didn't get burned down.
Oprah built it. Oprah built it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She does a lot. Starts fires.
She just wants land.
Yeah.
So that's what we would do to a batter if they did that to us, Doug.
Actually, what I do, I would strike his ass out.
Actually, yeah. All you have to do is just throw the ball anywhere near the plate, and most umpires would just call them strikes.
Because the kid can't swing.
Yeah.
The way he's tucked in there, he can't get the bat around.
What else we got?
Strike this motherfucker out.
I want to see that on the ESPN Coach Mike Up.
Only if it's Corbin Burnson saying it.
There was a Little League, or not Little, well, my son's age. He was 13 this past year, played 13U. There was a coach that got in trouble because there's something called Game Changer where you can You do all your stats. It's like the digital book now, scorebook. And it's helpful, like pitch count and all that stuff. But you can also video it for people out of town. They can watch their the kids play, which is really nice. But anyways, on it, there was this video. There was a local team, and the kid they were going against hit a home run. And the coach for the team that got the home run hit against him is on the video telling his pitcher to hit the next batter. It did not go over well.
That's supposed to be an unwritten rule.
He didn't write it down. He spoke it.
And people were going nuts on the app like, oh my God. I was like, what the fuck are we doing here? It was not, we did not play them or anything like that. It was just what we found out through the scuttlebutt.
You know what I just realized?
People are idiots.
We talk an awful lot about Little League baseball.
For hating it.
Well, that's just
in general.
That's just recently because of...
No, I'm just saying in general,
Yeah.
we talk an awful lot about Little League baseball.
Well, Brian, everyone's getting signed to contracts.
We can talk about the Major League Baseball and how the Reds' number one prospect, Noel V. Marte, got his first hit.
He sure did.
Yesterday.
Stole third yesterday.
Was that
No, stole third 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Was it yesterday that I saw that the Reds had an all-rookie infield?
Yes.
Yeah. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And rookie outfielders.
They also...
Yeah, how about they have
They can start 8
1, 2, 3,
rookies.
8 rookies, yeah.
counting a pitcher.
Got in the pitcher. They don't have a rookie catcher.
They also traded Jonathan India to Chinese Taipei and got a pitcher that can throw 81 miles an hour, just to let you guys know.
And Jonathan India was immediately put in the starting lineup for Chinese Taipei.
The Little League announcers were like, this guy doesn't look for 13.
I'm sorry that your foot's hurt, but you're going to need to play. We're going to...
Well, he doesn't have to run in Little League, does he?
Did you see...
To first.
He could take 2 steps and get
when
to
he
first.
hits the ball out of the park, he can walk.
You better be able to walk around those bases.
And not sit down on third base.
Yeah.
I can't guarantee he won't need to take a break because his foot's hurting. But
He can't bat flip either.
Was it Colorado or San Diego? Who was it? They just promoted their 17-year-old kid to their Double-A team.
Well, that was San Diego.
Was that San Diego? Yeah. My God, I couldn't even imagine. But anyways, moving on. What else you got?
So there we go, Doug. That's what we would do if a batter did that to us.
Yes.
Next we have from Meeples and Wine at Meeples and Wine.
I think this is Mike, formerly of 40 going on 14.
There needs to be an Is It Edible segment, or for more fun, a bowl of Harbro and Is It Edible. The last half of the show could be a hoot.
What do you guys think?
I need a definition on what Harbro is.
Gummy.
I thought that was Haribo.
Yeah.
This says Harbro.
Maybe it's Hasbro and it's just toys.
Maybe it's a bowl of Legos.
Because I'm seeing Harbro is an auto sales or multicolored Swiss embroidery.
I will not eat any.
I have a
multi-stitched.
Harbro Instant Boom Rapid Oil Spill Containment System.
I'm not eating that.
That is not edible. I don't care what you say.
I mean, if it's supposed to be Haribo and gummy, I agree. That sounds like a great idea.
I mean, they have delightful commercials that make me chuckle.
But if it's Hasbro, that is it edible and Tonka trucks?
Or if we could get maybe next week some clarification on Harbro, like is that something that we're?
Yeah, I'm not finding
missing?
much. I'm not finding much. It's all a lot of auto stuff.
I mean, maybe he wants us to eat a bowl of cars.
Oh, lug nuts.
Those aren't edible.
Oh, well, we'll find out.
All right. Next we have.
But I would eat a bowl of gummy bears if that was the case.
Yes, 1,000%. Those are edible. All right. Next we have that one guy from the Cinema Guys.
I'm Brad.
Sorry, I was a little delayed on that.
He says, since Mask is on Tubi, what is another quote-unquote below-the-radar cartoon from your childhood that doesn't get enough love?
A pup named Scooby-Doo.
That is pretty good.
Love that. I love that.
That was a good take on Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
The Herculoids. I don't know why you people are laughing. It was the best cartoon.
Bobby's World.
Bobby's World is good.
I loved that cartoon.
Jim?
I don't want to say it.
Gummy bears?
Gummy
bears. Where do they go? I don't know.
Hong Kong
How
Phooey?
do they
Hong Kong Phooey.
You know the drill.
Number
if
one
you
super
sing that
guy.
song,
You have to
you
put on
have
the
to wear
mask.
the mask.
Hong Kong Phooey.
put the mask on?
On private eye.
Jason.
Thank you. Sorry about that. Gummy bears.
Now it's on crooked.
Gummy bears. Gummy bears. Where do they live? I don't know. Where do they come from? The sewers. That's where they're from.
Where did the sewers come from? That's new.
Which season is this?
18. Gummy bears. Gummy bears.
When did the gummy bears become turtles?
Teenage Mutant Gummy Bears.
That was what was on my phone. Yeah, there you go.
So there you go, Brad.
That was season 25. So hard reboot.
Next up, we have our reigning Canadian of the Year, Brian Auer. I was waiting for the ridiculous noise that you make when we say his name. Hey, there we go.
The pirate?
I mean, maybe. He says Heinz may or may not have a condiment that features mayonnaise and Oreos. Hobie needs to try this.
Is it ribbed for the condiment? Sorry, condiment. Sorry, my bad.
Boo.
If someone sends it to us, I'm sure I'll try it.
I will try it. Because it's not going to be worse than the ranch ice cream.
Mayonnaise and Oreos.
I'm not saying it's going to be good.
So is the middle the mayonnaise? Or
No.
do they
It's a
I think the
squeeze,
Oreos
squeeze
are
bottle.
crushed into it.
It's like ketchup squeeze bottles.
Now, the mayo chop I do like.
I don't think I've had that.
Mayo and ketchup.
Yeah.
mix? Yeah.
Wow.
What do you put it on?
Ranch.
Toast.
Salads.
Toast?
Crackers.
You put it on a BLT.
This is awful.
No.
Bacon, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, and Oreos.
Like
Trademark it, Jim.
Something
Put it
that's
at
supposed
Dana's.
to be sweet and savory.
Trademark.
I don't want a sweet BLT. I want a.
Well, then you don't want tomatoes on it because you want
wants a-
sweet tomatoes.
He wants a bitter BLT.
I just want a BLT. Like I don't want like. I just don't know what would it go on?
You freeze it, and then you put it in an ice cream cone, and you eat it that way.
For bedtime.
I mean, I could see like as like a topping, ice cream topping, maybe.
I'm going to ask Google.
You know, my kids did ask if we over-exaggerated how bad ranch was.
What would
Ranch
you
ice cream.
put mayonnaise and Oreo spread on?
Good TV.
Let's see. Oreo and Kraft are intrigued by the idea.
So is it not out there?
It's not telling me what you actually put it on.
Like a hamburger, like a burger.
Oh, God, no, right?
Oh, Oreos on a burger. I like the sound of that.
No.
Like kind of like an aioli of some sort.
That sounds awful.
Well, none of it sounds good, Jason.
Damn it, I have to sign in to continue to read PR Week.
Well, I will say this. I for whatever reason, we'll try it if it comes out.
Yes.
So that's the very least that I can say, Brian.
It's not a real thing yet, but Heinz is intrigued, it says.
Okay.
So, what else we got?
Wrapping the listener feedback up with that, Professor Number One at Dr. Number One. Rumors have been turning up that Tates filmed a cameo as Gambit in Deadpool 3. What other superhero cameos do you want in Deadpool 3?
Can we get Brad Pitt back as the Vanisher? Because that would be kind of cool. Because they're going to do it's in like multiverse or something. So
Fox's multiverse.
yeah.
Let's
Well,
bring.
he's dead in the Fox version. Fox.
Oh,
But
my bad.
Let's bring. What's her name from?
Jessica Jones?
Yes, Jessica Jones. No.
Taylor Kitsch is supposed to be in it too as Gambit. There's supposed to be 2 Gambits.
Really?
Yeah. I'm trying to think who else.
That would be
He
cool.
really
though,
just
if you,
needs to play Tim Riggins.
if you brought Jessica Jones in. That would be cool. I
The
actually
Anya
agree.
Taylor-Joy character.
Oh, Magic?
Magic. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I don't really
Let's
have-
bring all the New Mutants on.
Yeah, bring the New Mutants in.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do something like that. They do have him in Wolverine in his yellow outfit uniform.
They do.
So,
Bring in Dr. Reyes.
Dr. Reyes. Hey, Dr. Reyes.
Do you want Jubilee and Dazzler to be in there, Jason?
Yes!
Hey, look, I have a raincoat on. Woo, I throw fireworks. Hey, I'm Jubilee. Hey, look, I'm Dazzler. I'm a disco queen. What do you do? I sing. Dancing queen, young and free.
How about
That's my
Arm
mutant-
Fall Off Boy?
Yeah, that is not her power.
That's her mutant power.
Her
She
mutant
sings.
power isn't her singing.
Oh, I'm sorry. She throws fireworks too on roller skates. Much different. Than
She does
Jubilee.
not throw fireworks. She converts
She does
sound energy into light energy.
It becomes those snap things that you throw at the ground. That's what she does. And then she lights snakes on fire. Those little black pellets.
The Arm Fall Off Boy?
Arm Fall Off Boy is better than Dazzler because at least he can pick up his other arm and throw it at somebody.
But they killed him off in
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
You know, Arm Fall Off Boy would
Real
be a
character,
great
too.
show to follow up. Good, great, make me ejaculate.
we do not have the rights. It's a DC.
We don't. We're still working on Leg Fall Off Boy, though. That should be fun.
Head Fall Off Boy.
They're powerless without their
Penis
heads.
fall off boy.
What? Okay, that's just too far.
Our pets' heads are falling off.
Jeff, we do not have the rights to the Spice Channel, okay?
So those are all the superhero cameos we want to see in Deadpool 3.
Penis Fall Off Boy.
I do want to see Dazzler now that you mention it because she's much better than Jason makes her out to be.
What about Gem from Gem and the Hologram?
She's better than Dazzler. She at least can sing. That's the worst part of it. Dazzler tries to swing. It's like,
That's the cartoon.
What
That
about
was
Lila Cheney?
who?
She's the intergalactic rock star in the Marvel comics.
Anyway, so Gem. That would be Gem.
She performed at the wedding of Scott Summers and Jean Grey.
Oh, that's why I failed. Fucking Jean Grey.
Well, she died.
She didn't. Jean Grey?
Yes.
Oh, they meant the rocker.
No, I mean their wedding failed because Jean died.
Well,
I mean,
she could never see anything through. Shocking.
Well, Gem and the Hologram is that cartoon that was underrated.
Yeah.
what was it? Was it underrated?
What are we doing here?
Josie and the Pussycats, however.
We got to rank them.
We do have a rank 'em.
Brian, what is a rank them?
It's where people send things in and we rank them.
So what we got this week?
All 9. Oh, Jesus Christ. All 9 Star Wars films in the Skywalker saga.
I want Brian's list first.
Perfect time for me to go to the bathroom. I don't know what this is.
So we have Phantom Menace.
We're going to start off with 9, our least favorite.
Yeah.
Let's work at 9 and go up.
Phantom Menace.
No. Attack of the Clones is worse than Phantom Menace. Matter of fact, Phantom Menace is the best of the prequels.
Nah.
The only 2 good things in the prequels were in the Phantom Menace.
You know what? I'll give you Attack of the Clones might be worse because there's that bad love story.
Oh, the whole thing is terrible.
We have disagreements on that one, but I may be able to be swayed for
You
Attack
think
of the
there's any redeeming quality from that second movie?
the clone troopers that battle at the end
No, that was terrible.
wasn't great.
I mean, when the 3 of them were tied up going in that
Tiger
arena
thing?
thing
Yeah.
or something, that was so bad.
It looked
that was
real.
That was worse
It looked
than
real.
the love story.
I don't like sand. It gets everywhere. I don't like sand.
I mean, I'm going to put my foot down on Attack of the Clones is the worst.
Jim, what do you say?
I mean, just because Jar Jar Binks has too much screen time in Phantom Menace, it was better than Attack of the Clones.
What are you doing?
I'm just trying who's Jake Lloyd or Hayden Christensen, who was worse.
They're on about even par with me.
I could go either one, Phantom Menace or Attack of the Clones. I'm good either way.
I guess we'll go with Attack of the Clones.
How about this? We'll put the Attack, then Phantom, but they can be interchanged. Nobody cares because they're both awful. 7 is Sith. What is that? Revenge of the Sith?
I mean, I would put Phantom Menace above Revenge of the Sith too.
No,
but I'll give you that.
Or do you think you think something's worse than Revenge of the Sith?
No, I thought the prequels were worse than.
Okay, so we got Revenge. That's number 7. Number 6.
Honestly, I would even put Phantom Menace above Rise of Skywalker.
I was going to put Rise of Skywalker at 6.
Oh, it's definitely the next worst.
Yeah.
Rise of Skywalker.
Yes.
And then, that's the only Star Wars film I've only seen once. I don't think I've seen it since
I've seen parts of it, like turned it on, and then like, I can't rewatch this. This is bad.
Number 5, I think kind
Episode 7.
Force Awakens. See,
Force Awakens.
I know that copies a lot, but I actually was going to say New Hope.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
New Hope's
is
top
8.
3.
What's that?
New Hope's 8.
8?
I mean, it's 2. I mean,
Oh,
Jeez. Okay. So what's 5 for you guys?
Force Awakens.
yeah.
Quiet down there, just because we were doing something you don't like.
Are you guys still talking about this?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Number 4?
I would go Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Okay. And then 3?
Last Jedi.
I'm putting Last Jedi number 1 in my
was coming.
opinion.
What do we have left? Empire?
Empire's 1.
Star Wars, and The Last Jedi.
I would put at least Empire 1, Last Jedi 2, and 3.
Blake would be pissed off right now. He'd be throwing things.
Yes.
He would be, but he's not here.
I mean,
I like A New Hope better than.
you like New Hope better than Last Jedi?
Yes.
That's a tough call. See, I would put New Hope at 5, Force Awakens at 4, Return of the Jedi.
God, The Force Awakens is not better than A New Hope.
I had more fun with it.
I didn't.
3 would be
What does that
Return.
even mean? I had more fun
I
with
enjoyed
it.
watching it more. I can
Not at all.
If I had to choose, I would watch Force Awakens above New Hope.
I can't rewatch Force Awakens.
Well, it doesn't want to watch
The
you.
whole stupid giant critters running around on that ship so they can get away, that was god awful.
That's just one of them? I thought it was all of them.
What was your top 3, Jim? What would be your top 3?
Top 3 is Empire,
New
A
Hope.
New Hope, and probably Last Jedi.
Okay. Mine would be Empire, Last Jedi, Return of the Jedi. I just like it, Return of the Jedi. I don't know why. I just do.
Okay.
I'm not saying they're the best.
No,
but my
I know.
favorite, though.
I would put Last Jedi 1.
I've returned 4, and then.
And then, Empire and New Hope are neck and neck. I have a hard time. Sometimes I feel like I like one better than the other. They kind of go back and forth.
Brian, what's your number 1?
I personally like them 1 through 9 in the order that they were in the order they were released.
Oh.
I feel like it tells the story the
That'd be
best.
4, 5, 6.
Right.
Yeah, it 1, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9.
Is that the order?
Yeah.
Okay, good call.
Yeah. No, I feel like
Phantom Menace is your favorite.
That's the way the story was meant to be told.
He
when you put
liked
it- yeah.
he liked Solo. And
Yeah.
Then
Rogue One.
Rogue One.
Yeah.
Solo's the one where they cut their arm off when they're hiking. Right?
No, that was 127 hours.
Oh, okay.
Do you ever wonder when Spider-Man goes
That's
to the
not it.
bathroom?
I still
Free Solo
reaching across.
was the climbing movie.
Free Solo. Okay.
Yeah, they didn't cut their arm off and freeze. They just fell to their death or something.
Would have been better.
Oh, I get those confused.
Jeff, give me some news of the geek.
To be honest, I never ask when or how Spider-Man goes to the bathroom. I don't.
But Imran was curious.
Yes.
It's time for another installment of News of the Geek.
What are you opening down there, Brian?
I am finally opening the Lay's Wavy Funyuns.
Let me have a couple of those.
Oh,
When you get a chance.
absolutely.
Let's see here.
Keep reading. Let Brian do his thing with the onions or whatnot, and you
Per
do your thing.
BBC.com, where Jim gets all of his news from. Thank you, Jim.
No, that's the South Park.
12 years after his first episode premiered on U.S. cable TV, the legal drama Suits is experiencing a huge resurgence in popularity.
I think it's the Hobie Bump. I talked about Suits about 8 months ago.
And it just goes up.
Yep.
According to Nielsen's streaming charts, the series has clocked up more than 12.8 billion minutes viewed in the U.S. over the last 4 weeks after being added to Netflix in the U.S. It's also available on Peacock. It has twice broken the record for the most streamed program in the U.S. in a single measurement week.
So did it leave Amazon, or is it still on there, too?
I don't know.
That's where I was watching it.
So why has 2023 become the summer of Suits? Created and written by Aaron Korsh, Suits is a fast-paced, sexy drama set in a fictional law firm in New York, which follows Mike Ross, played by Patrick Adams, a college dropout who uses his photographic memory to talk his way into a top legal job. He works under attorney Harvey Specter. Yeah, Harvey Specter, played by Gabriel Macht, as they do everything it takes to win cases while hiding his secret. The series also stars Rick Hoffman as Louis Litt, a ruthless and dishonest financial law partner, and Meghan Markle. I'm Meghan! Now the Duchess of Sussex, as talented paralegal Rachel Zane. Could the sudden rise of Suits on streaming be linked to Markle? It's possible that intrigue at her breakout TV role, her only lead so far, could be driving some initial interest in the show.
She's like the 6th most important character on the show, and even that was a stretch.
Season 9 is available on Amazon Prime. That's it.
That's it?
You can buy the rest, but for free. It's already paid.
Oh, so I got to go somewhere else now to finish
Amazon
watching.
Prime's very interesting in like what they show. Newhart, which I'm going through now, they do not have the series finale. That's it. Everything else is on there except that, and like 4 other episodes they don't have. Kind of interesting. This is from Suits fan Alicia Johnson from London. Thanks. Quote, it usually takes me a few episodes to get into the show, but Suits had one of the best pilots I've ever seen. It gripped me from the start.
Okay, it was an okay pilot. I wouldn't say one of the best I've ever seen.
She was drawn to Suits because of its sharp dialogue and mixture of comedy, romance, and diverse cast. She says, quote, and there was a black woman in charge, unquote.
Yeah, they didn't even bother to list her name in the whole...
But they did get Megan. I'm Megan.
Yeah, they don't list Gina Torres as one of the main characters. Slightly more important than Meghan Markle.
TV critic.
Even after Meghan Markle married Prince Harry, Gina Torres is still more important.
TV critic and broadcaster Scott Bryan, host of the must-watch podcast on BBC Sounds, thinks it sits in a sweet spot where it's attracting rewatchers and first-time viewers. Quote, we're seeing a boom of new programs in the streaming age, but there's also a massive viewership of older shows, many which might be available to stream for the first time. This can feed into a nostalgic viewing tradition where fans rewatch a show they've seen before, or it could be a chance to watch a show you might have missed the first time. Thanks for that.
One or the other.
I mean, I could tell you why it probably started gaining some attraction. Is whoever is releasing them on their little YouTube reels or TikTok or whatever, they're just releasing like minute-long clips.
Yeah.
Where it's like, that was kind of cool. That, you know, the just a minute clip or whatever was like, now I want to know the story behind that. And they, great job of editing the right parts to put out there.
So it's like the Matt Rife project.
Yes.
Let's see here. Coming to ABC on Tuesdays at 8:30 after bedtime popsicles.
We hired Matt Rife?
Yeah.
Nice.
Matt Rife project.
We did?
Apparently.
I don't know if he's in it, but...
The comedian?
Yes.
He's really busy touring.
Yeah, he's fine.
But for television, man.
So this is the part that I don't like. There's something specifically convenient about a TV series with 15-plus episodes in a season. Where narrative arcs and plots take longer to conclude. With more people now working from home, there is a draw towards shows that can be watched in the background over a longer period, like reality TV franchises Below Deck, Real Housewives. A scripted show like Suits can similarly entertain without requiring viewers' constant attention. Okay?
You don't actually need to know what's going on, because every once in a while a scene pops up and it's like, damn, they're cool.
They said this could be a form of a rebellion against prestige TV. Streaming platforms have largely abandoned making new TV shows with 20-episode seasons. Thank God! But on Twitter...
hey, it's 9:29.
Yep. Suggests there's a specific comfort to be found in this old-school format. Quote, I don't want prestige TV, wrote author Bose Harrington.
That's a made-up person.
I really care what Bose Harrington has to say, too.
I really want to name the title Bose Harrington, but I think we might get sued.
I want comfort shows with 36-episode seasons where at least 3 episodes are holiday-themed. 10 of them are the worst thing you've seen in your life.
Fucking nobody asked you, Bose.
Prestige TV series such as Succession or The White Lotus tend to have fewer episodes with a longer running time. They're usually more detailed and complex. Give me those.
Okay, Bose.
No, there's room for both types of shows and other more than just those 2 types of shows.
If Arrow only had 9 episodes a season, Brian would have been done with it by now.
No, he stopped at, 5?
9.
Oh, you did get to 9.
If they only had 9 episodes, I would have seen
not total.
No, I mean, in a
He was
season.
told the whole season.
I would have seen 1 season.
I didn't realize you got to 9. I thought you gave up before then.
I did make it to 9. And you know what? Now that we're not allowed to talk about it, I want to watch it.
Let's do it.
You know what? If Jason watched 9 episodes of Jessica Jones, he'd just be like 1 episode off from watching the whole season.
It's true.
Yeah, and I'm probably 44 episodes
Or
away.
there's 13 episodes. I don't even remember.
Per comicbookmovie.com, where Jeff gets all of his news from.
That's also
No, I
where
got mine
we've,
from BBC.
Oh.
this is also where we've been getting quite a bit of our news from recently.
Nobody sends me articles. It's unclear where the signals got crossed, but Variety is reporting that Wonder Woman 3 is not moving forward at Warner Brothers.
What? Well, didn't they they stopped doing all this stuff?
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Sources toward Variety that outside of the Paradise Lost Max series, which takes place on Wonder Woman's home island.
Of Themyscira?
Yep. There are no plans for Wonder Woman to appear in the Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters, the DC Studios reboot of Zack Snyder's DCEU. It's due to the fact that the recent quotes from Gal Gadot concerning Wonder Woman 3 are spinning out of interviews she did to promote her upcoming Netflix piece, Heart of Stone.
I plan on watching that tomorrow night.
I like to see that.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah. Godot's most recent comments, quote, I was invited to a meeting with James Gunn and Peter Safran, and what they told me, and I'm quoting, you're in the best hands. We're going to develop Wonder Woman. Hold on. Let's see here.
3 with you.
We love you as Wonder Woman. We've got nothing to worry about, so time will tell. With Superman Legacy creating a new DC film canon and Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck not moving forward as Superman and Batman, it was somewhat baffling that Godot would be the lone Trinity member to forge ahead. Variety now adds that while a meeting between Godot, Gunn, and Safran did take place, nothing was ever promised to Godot, nor, quote, were there any definitive discussions of Godot's Wonder Woman continuing the new universe.
Look, you're in great hands, but we're not going to do anything.
She stopped that part. She didn't hear that part. So...
Well, you know, when someone's speaking and they say like 5 words, you tend to just start tuning out.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Jason talks.
Yeah, well, I'm sure James Gunn is similar.
Probably.
What? We'll do... so no Wonder Woman
3.
That's fine. Wonder Woman 2 is not good.
No, Wonder Woman 2 is terrible.
First one was good. Really like the first one.
I've seen neither. So I've not heard good
They are
things
not connected
about,
to Marvel.
No, I'm aware of the differences in universes of the comic book.
They're also not Star Wars films either.
You know, and I know that people on Twitter and social media are pretty sane, but there is a movement for Warner Brothers to sell the DCEU, the Snyderverse, to or sell it and make it on HBO Max now, or Max.
Oh, you mean just keep doing things?
Just keep it on Max. And then there could be James Gunn's universe and Snyder's universe, because that's not going to make it more confusing than what it already is.
Wouldn't bother me.
I mean,
stop it. Snyder had his chance. Fucking move on.
I mean, if they can afford the budgets to make money by doing it on Max, I would have no problem with it.
They're not going to.
Oh, I can't see Snyder actually getting the budgets to make television shows that are affordable.
You have $5,000.
Okay, you can get a little bit more than that.
Nope.
I mean, $5,000 won't even pay for catering.
It's true. So we'll skip plot lines this week.
We will?
Yeah, we'll go to the next thing.
What?
I already kind of had something going.
Well, it's tough. You can wait till next week. Hit box office news there, Jeff.
Hit box office news.
Because that's your job, is to see this.
Well, I was expecting us to be going to
Don't worry about it. Plot lines
you didn't have it ready when I have something on the outline, and we're just going to skip
Don't hit
it.
that.
I can't believe you don't have it ready.
Don't hit that. Don't hit that.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
That's a delightful potato chip. I'm not going to lie.
I think it is good.
Does it taste like onion?
Tastes like Funyuns.
It's pretty good.
I'll eat some kettle corn popcorners and we'll try that today, too.
Oh, yeah. It's been a while since I bought that.
Been a while.
Well, the bombs in the box office. Unfortunately, the last voyage of the Demeter. I can never pronounce that word.
Not going to work here anymore.
Demeter.
Had a rough start, and this weekend didn't get any better. It is definitely out of the top 5. It dropped 62% to $2.5 million. That puts a nautical Dracula film at $11 million domestically and $11.5 worldwide against a $45 million budget. Universal is also already cutting their losses on the film, which hits SVOD at the end of the month.
Video on demand.
Streaming video on demand.
Yes.
It is a money loser and should have a final domestic gross around $15 million.
So
they think they're going to get another $4.5 million out of this movie?
Do you think this ends the Dark Universe for them?
I didn't think they ever started the Dark Universe.
I don't think it did.
The big news
I'm still
is...
intrigued to watch it.
I'll watch it when it comes on cable or something.
I'm not driven to the theater.
No.
The big news is Barbie is no longer in the top spot because Blue Beetle made $25.4 million in its opening weekend on a $104 million budget.
So this was supposed to make between 28 and 30 million. People are saying that this bombed. My thing is, though, it's gotten good reviews. It's got 74%, I think, on Rotten Tomatoes, which is fantastic for a DC film. They said the lead actor was really good from Cobra Kai.
Zolo.
Yep. And they said, in theory, he's going to be joining the gun universe. I think it might have some legs. I don't know. I think it might have some legs.
I saw the preview for that this past week when Dr. Dana and I went to see Barbie. Mm-hmm. It looked very good. I was very interested in it.
I think it might make some money. I think they'll be okay. We'll see, though. What else you got, Jeff?
Coming in at number 2, Barbie. Didn't fall too far. Another $21.5 million, thanks to Dr. Dana and Brian.
Yes.
A total of $567 million on a $128 million budget.
Number 16th highest grossing film of all time now.
And it's still going.
Knight.
Yes, I think so.
Just past The Dark Knight for the highest grossing.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Yep.
So it's been beating out Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer head-to-head, and now it's past The Dark Knight. But number 3, Oppenheimer, made $10.6 million, a total of $285 million on a $100 million budget.
Go Oppenheimer.
Still staying a little bit strong. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem made $8.4 million, a total $88 million on a $70 million budget.
Seeing that this weekend.
Sweet.
Sunday is $4 tickets for everything. Doesn't matter what format
maybe I'll
or
go
anything.
see Oppenheimer.
Yeah. Doesn't matter what format. It's theater days or
maybe
whatever
I'll watch Barbenheimer and do it for $8.
They did it last year to get people back after COVID and all that, and they're just doing it every year now on this around this weekend. $4.
Nice. And coming in at number 5, Strays made $8.3 million in its opening weekend on a $45 million budget. Still have zero desire to see it.
I think this is the film that made $1 million worldwide, like an extra $1 million worldwide. It bombed even there. So there you go.
Were they expecting it to do more? Because 8.3 is about what my guess is what it would have done.
They were hoping between 10 and 12.
I will say that, in my opinion, from what I've seen from Strays, Will Ferrell's character in that is better than his character in Barbie.
Is it better or worse than his character in Lego Movie?
Same character.
Pretty much the same. Yeah. And it's also kind of pretty much the same as the Zoolander character.
Oh.
Mugatu.
Yep.
It's very, very similar, just not as over the top.
I think the one thing I saw online was they should make Barbie a prequel to Lego Movie and have him learn his lesson at the end of Lego Movie because it's pretty much the same character. Like, he comes home from work and then that's him. So, what else we got, Jeff?
Upcoming August 25th of 2023, Gran Turismo.
Based on the unbelievable, inspiring true story of a team of underdogs, a struggling working-class gamer, a failed former race car driver, and an idealistic motorsport exec who risk it all to take on the most elite sport in the world.
Bowling. I'm so tired of seeing this trailer.
I saw the preview. This was a preview before Barbie. Mm-hmm. Looks awful. Like the dumbest movie ever.
I'm not sure I've seen anything on it.
I feel like you've seen the whole movie in that trailer.
David Harbour, Orlando Bloom, and Archie McQuee.
It has a decent cast.
There's an Orlando Bloom sighting.
It looks horrible, though. It looks dumb.
It looks so bad.
I just thought it was about the video game.
It is based partially on the video game. They get a video gamer to do it.
Yeah, apparently that's fairly that's a real story.
Yeah.
They
They said they're expecting 25 to 30 million for this thing.
The video game's a lot of fun.
I was never into that video game. I couldn't get into it.
I have Gran Turismo 7 I've been playing.
It's beautiful graphics.
Did you have the steering wheel?
I do not have the steering wheel.
I had the steering wheel.
You don't have a steering wheel in a real car either. Bump, bump.
I use paddles to steer.
He looks like you just were doing the doggy paddle.
Yeah, it was Andre the Giant doing the doggy paddle.
Oh. Everybody move! What? So the Funyun potato chips were okay. They weren't bad.
They were delightful, in my opinion.
What else do you got over there? Popcorners?
Got the popcorners, sweet and salty kettle corn flavored.
I'm not a big kettle corn fan. These are delightful.
It's just a hint of sweet.
Yeah, it's sweet enough, and then
sweet enough. That's not, but it's not over. It's a little bit of sweet, a little bit of salty. I'm like really digging those.
I like the popcorners in general. I've never had this kind though.
This is the first time I've ever had a popcorners, and I'm enjoying them.
They're very good.
They have a spicy queso, which you probably wouldn't like because of the powder. It's kind of like a powdered cheese. Same with the sour cream and onion. But
sea
salt one is pretty good because it's kind of like a plain chip.
Yep.
But there's one more white cheddar.
Yeah.
So you probably wouldn't like that one either.
I'm not a big fan of the white cheddar.
That's my favorite, personal.
I like the sea salt. But these are delightful.
White cheddar.
Jeff, give me some music for top 5.
Wow, it's time to grab your balls of fury. It's Plotlines with Jeff and Jason.
Top 5.
Oh, we're doing story time too?
That was 3 different buttons.
All right, we got plot lines from Pop Culture Cafe. Oh, we're not doing that this week.
Top 5 favorite secondary characters from the U.S. version. Well, I guess you could do the British of The Office.
You just said
yeah, whatever.
You just said The Office. So.
Yeah, that's fine. Jim, number 5 for you.
Okay, number 5. Let me find this. Let me go with.
It's a good story. Good time.
Yep.
You say D'Angelo Vickers, we're going to have some fighting words.
D'Angelo Vickers is my number 5.
Oh.
I will go with DJ Charles Minor.
Oh, that is a good one.
Charles Minor.
Played by
Idris Elba.
That was his third leg that he just put down. He's well endowed. I got it.
Not really. I still kind of hear.
Shut up. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Which way are you going, Jason? You or Brian?
Brian.
My number 5, Mose.
Oh, Mose. I like that.
Big fan of Mose.
Dwight's cousin.
Mose is a good one.
Also, did not realize this until probably I'd seen the show 3 or 4 times over, that Mose is played by Mike Schur, the actual creator of the show.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Huh.
And the creator and story runner of Parks and Recreation and The Good Place.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff, number 5?
Number 5 for me is Hank.
Oh.
The security guard.
He is my number 3.
Ooh.
I like Hank. The best is when they get locked in.
And they don't remember his name.
Except Creed. Creed knows it.
Hey, guy. How you doing? It's Jim from work.
Are you coming soon to let us out? I'll be there a little faster if you would stop calling
my socks
me.
on.
And then he shows up at the end, they're all gone.
All gone.
And then later when Dwight buys the building, he has him sell the coffee and
Pastries.
And he told him, "You're not going to be sitting for long." My number 5 for me is Joe Bennett by Kathy Bates. Partially because she brings horses, a.k.a. Great Danes, into the office. She was a good foil for everybody.
Didn't every time she show up, she brought in a different pair of dogs?
Yes. And so, just overall, I really liked her character. And she got Kevin Bacon to show up in the TV, the company's
Christian Slater.
Christian Slater, that's who it is.
There's a difference between Kevin Bacon and Christian
Not
Slater.
much. Not much.
Kind of a big one.
Number 4, Todd Packer. Such an asshole. Just watched the episode today when he was trying to get back into the office, and Holly was going to let him, and then she realized, oh no, this guy's an asshole.
You a big William Hung fan? Why does everyone keep asking me that?
The best is that Dwight and Jim get him to go to Florida because he thinks he has a job down there. But yeah.
Don't mind the Gators. Just hop that fence. Come on in.
A lot of people don't know this, but I'm a Gator fanatic. I know every subgenre.
Have yourself a butterbeer.
Number 4 for you, Jeff.
Number 4 for me is Tony. He was there at the merge. He was the large guy who wouldn't get on the table.
That's a good one.
And Michael fired him for it.
No, he quit. You can't quit. You're fired. Told you should have fired somebody at the beginning.
That was my idea.
This isn't going to work. No, we can make room. We can do this. No. Number 4 for you, Brian?
Number 4 for me, I hobied it. All of Michael's lovers.
Pam's mom is hilarious.
Jan, Carol,
Holly.
The lady from Dave and Buster's, whose name I don't remember.
That was cheating on her husband with him.
The Benihana waitresses.
I marked her.
That he gave the bicycle they were raffling off for charity to. Yeah.
The best is when he's telling Jim that he's dating Pam's mom. Well, I go home that way. Take a different way, Michael! Well, I guess I could take side roads.
I think the funniest one episode is when he thinks that he has herpes.
Yes.
He's like going around talking to all of them about it. And he's got the gigantic Band-Aid over his lips.
In that episode when he's dating Pam's mom, I also like when Toby walks into the room. Hey, Jim, get the hell out of here, Toby! What'd I do? It's like just to see Jim attack Toby because it's always Michael. Number 4 for you?
Number 4, I hobied this also.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go Ben Franklin. Elizabeth the stripper.
Oh, yeah.
And Jake the stripper.
Jake. Meredith's son?
Yes.
No, you keep doing it.
Don't worry about your mom, son. Keep working. Oh, good song choice. A stripper's only as good as a song.
When the stripper comes to the rabies the fun run
as the doctor
for the cure, they raise like $700, but after the big check and paying her was like $200.
Yeah.
Number 3 for you.
I got to go with Walter Bernard Jr.
Ooh, Josh Groban. Nice.
Like it?
I loved how Andy's original name was Walter, but he didn't look enough like him, so they changed his name to Andrew.
When he was like 7?
Yeah.
His younger brother?
His younger brother.
Didn't look enough like him?
Oh, no. Well, Andrew's the older brother, so they took away his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Andy was originally Walter Jr.
Yeah, but then they had Then they had
another son and thought he was more of a Walter than Andy was.
I'm Drew.
No, I'm not calling you that.
That's fine. I can't control what you do. Number 3 for you, Brian?
Number 3 for me, I also hobied this one. We've got Ray Romano, Jim Carrey.
Finger Lakes guy?
Yeah, the Finger Lakes guy.
The people who were in the...
Yep. And then the Mummy. I like the Mummy.
The Mummy?
It was Dwight when he...
Dwight was wrapped up.
Oh, that's right.
We got a guy here who he has a lot of burns. What do you mean? He's covered like in gauze. And he like walks in. But Ray Romano and Jim Carrey both kill that.
Number 3 for you, Jeff.
Oh, yeah, it's for me.
You're after Brian.
Number 3 for me is Hidetoshi.
Who?
Hidetoshi.
Was he the doctor?
He's the warehouse guy, originally from Japan, who was a doctor in Japan.
The Yakuza doctor.
Yeah.
Didn't he kill the mob boss?
Yeah. That's why he had to get out of Japan.
I'm good surgeon.
My number 3 is Hank, the security guard. My number 2, I love him so much. Kevin. I love Kevin.
He's not a secondary character.
I think he is.
No.
His name's at the beginning of the show. That was off my list for secondary character.
Well, my number 1's going to be awful. I had Kevin.
Did you Creed?
Yeah. Number 2, Kevin. One of my favorite scenes is when he gets the wig and the tissue boxes for shoes at the Jim and Pam's wedding.
Oh, yeah, 'cause they had to burn his shoes.
He had to incinerate them.
It was a good night. I got 6 phone numbers.
I got
One more.
I got 6 numbers. One more. I got a full number.
My dogs are barking, and he puts his feet into the ice
machine.
And I like when he convinces the construction crew guys to stop parking there, and he's like, "I just needed a win." Like, just to see that, it's just. They do have a Funko Pop of him spilling the chili too.
That's my favorite thing of him.
So that intro,
Yeah.
it's probably the best thing I do.
I stay up all night, sweat the onions, and just fumbling with it. Like, why are you trying to scoop it up with a clipboard, man?
He's scooping it in, and then he slips and falls
in it.
Jeff, number 2.
Number 2 for me is Hunter.
Yes,
he has a great CD.
He does.
Oh, I got all his music on.
She took me by the hand.
Come on, Jim.
Help me understand.
What'd you think of that, babe? I don't know, babe. Okay, babe.
Number 2.
Number 2 for me, Bob Vance, Vance Refrigeration.
Good one.
Every time, even at the wedding with him and shoot.
I saw where somebody had a theory behind that. Mm-hmm. It's like Bob Vance realizes that all these cameras are there, so every time he says his name, he has to give his business, and he's getting free advertising.
Yep, I like that.
One of my favorite ones is where they're like introducing themselves. Ryan's there, and he introduces himself like 3 times, and it gets to Ryan, and he's like, "What line of work you in, Bob?"
Yeah. Number 2 for you, Brian. Oh, you did Bob Vance, sorry. Number 2 for you, Jim.
I will go Isabel Pareba. It's one of Jan's bridesmaids who Dwight sleeps with.
Jim's
bridesmaids,
not Jan.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Pam's
Pam?
sister?
Pam's. Oh,
Cousin. It was cousin.
Okay.
She played volleyball in 9th grade.
And Dwight kicks her in the face.
I do like the one when he's trying to hook Michael up. Dwight is for that wedding, and he's like, "She has a bike. She sold a bike. What else do you know? At one point, she liked to bike." Number 1 for you.
Number 1 for me. I'm going to go with Melvina.
Who's that?
Dwight's babysitter.
No.
Oh. That's a good
So
one.
did you go to X-Men school with Dwight too?
He's a very gentle lover.
I have so many questions. I need your email. What's email? Number 1 for you.
Number 1 for me would be Danny Cordray.
Oh, Danny is a good one.
I was pretty sure he was going to be on your list, so I didn't use him.
She's a little dorky. Number 1 for you.
Number 1 for me is Luann Kelly.
Okay. Who's Luann Kelly?
Luann Kelly is a fictional character on The Office. Luann works in the annex along with Toby and Kelly. She has a desk near the kitchen door that faces towards Toby's desk. She almost never participates in office activities, has no audible lines, and is only seen in passing in the first 3 seasons.
Okay.
Wow.
In season 1, her hair is red, but in season 2, it's gray.
She doesn't participate. Fine, since Creed can't be my number 1 because you think he's a main character.
None of the people that are in the
Creed
actual office can be a
fine. David Wallace. I really like the David Wallace character, especially when the Suck-O-Matic.
Suck it.
The Suck It.
Yeah.
It changes you, man, when you lose a job. I like David Wallace a lot. And then he bought the company at the end.
Yeah.
But he didn't fire Andy.
He should have.
He should have. You know, Andy was a fun character.
At first.
Well, he was going to fire Andy, but Andy quit.
That's true, because he's going. But, like, his character, like, obviously.
That whole part of him getting fired and then sucking up was very, very painful.
When he came back from the boat.
Yeah, and like he was like the janitor and like the drunk janitor and like spilled soup on himself and like that was just really, really painful.
It was
like
bad.
It kind of ruined him as a character.
I think they were trying to reach back to the early days where like it's so bad
that it's funny.
Bad. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. I think that only worked because of Michael.
Yeah.
And Michael wasn't there, so there wasn't any other kind of like play on that character, and it was rough.
Let's see here. We did have.
Do anybody have any honorable mentions?
Go ahead.
I have both senseis, Sensei Ira and Sensei, was it Lance?
Billy.
Sensei Billy. That was
Michael Imperioli.
Then I also had, I just had it here. Concierge Marie.
God, yeah.
How do you say?
She's like a Canadian geisha.
And then Jerome Bettis.
Tell people that you're coming to the room.
And Ryan Howard.
The baseball player.
Yes, the baseball player.
Well, I mean, we'll see if we can get the rights to that.
Anyone else? Honorable mentions?
Let's see. I had Nate.
Yeah, Nate's a good one.
Yep.
He makes a much better energy vampire.
Oh, he does. I had Rolf.
Rolf.
And Trevor.
That's a good one.
Zeke.
Which one's Zeke?
Moses' brother.
Oh yeah.
Came in for the funeral.
Yeah. When he was talking about he told me in the shower. Were you guys showering together? Yeah. But Sadiq.
The IT guy.
The IT guy.
That Michael is, oh my God, it's happening. It's happening. He thought it was a terrorist attack. And he's like, the IT guy.
And Devin.
Devin's guy got fired in the first season.
No. When Creed talked them into it?
Yeah, he was going to fire Creed, and Creed convinced him to fire Devin. And then at the end, in the last episode, Dwight rehired Devin.
What, he fired Toby and Kevin?
Yes. With the cake.
I got cake today.
I still say one of my favorite moments in that show is Creed when he puts the printer ink in his hair so he can be a young guy for
just riding the wave or riding the bull, man.
Or Dwight's wedding when they went one of the Guten Prankens when he brought him to the bar and it was Kevin's bar.
Yeah.
Well.
You said that already.
I didn't fire you because I didn't like you. You just were horrible at your job.
Really? That's it?
We had to destroy your computer. There were so many viruses on it.
I think
make it a Clevin, home by 11.
Roy would be one of my favorites. Like honorable mention would be Roy.
Roy Anderson.
Yeah.
Almost marrying Roy Anderson is the closest I'd ever want to be to being Pamela Anderson.
Nikki, Tequila Mom. She has. I don't have 5 other people in my office.
Clever.
Randy at RJ Holt 666.
He's not evil.
He's just my brother.
He had phone, stapler, water cooler, printer, intern fax machine.
Oh, he went there.
I've never watched an episode of The Office.
Wow.
Obviously. Let's see here.
I thought he would have like potato salad.
Oh, that's a good
Mac
No,
and
it's not
cheese.
favorite sidekick.
favorite side dishes. And let's see here. Kevin at Cincy Explorer had Stanley, Meredith, Angela, Kevin, and Creed.
So those are his 5 main characters.
I think they're
Favorite-
secondary.
No.
I
They
think
are-
Jim, Pam, Michael,
No.
I think are your main ones.
All of those people are in every single episode.
I don't believe you.
If you have like a long storyline, like involving you getting married and having a baby,
Doug had Fish Mooney, Lucius Fox, Valerie Vale, Alfred, Leslie Tompkins, and then he put wild card, bitches.
Those are his favorite secondary characters from Gotham.
Gotham, floppy, award winning,
Multi-floppy award winning.
Yes. So there you go.
Speaking of which, that's coming up quicker than people think.
Yeah, the floppy awards are coming up. Get your
bribes
get
in,
your
people.
bribes in, okay? People?
we're doing Canadian of the Year, which is the biggest prize.
I'm saying we've got some front runners right now because
We got a lot of front runners.
I've got like 2 front runners.
talk
Maybe you got more bribes than I did, but
I'm still waiting for my bribe from Jeannie.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, get your bribes in at Bad Ideas Podcast. Brian, ow! Get your bribes in if you would be a 2-time champion.
He's not going to be.
Wow. Wow.
Calling it now.
Bad Idea of the Week. Number 5,081 and 12.
mayonnaise and Oreos.
There you go. Together.
I don't know. It might be good.
Morios.
Could be good.
Is that what it's called?
Something like that. Yes.
Titles for the show.
Mayonnaise. I don't know.
Mayrios.
Titles for the show.
Let's see. I have Name My Baby, Big Ass Bitches, or Large Posterior Women, Dungeons and Dragons and Stylin' and Profilin',
Woo!
Georgie McFlyee, The Reluctant Witness,
Add that one.
and A Bitter BLT.
Brian?
Hang on. I only wrote down 2, which is
I do like the
surprising.
bitter BLT.
No.
Jimmy Guy?
No, I didn't have paper.
I didn't print you off one, did I?
A couple of them Jim nodded to me, so I wrote them down.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. I wrote down that one has 6 G's.
Gwendolyn.
But for TV, man. I'm not sure what. I really.
Is that butt with 2 T's?
Nope, just one. But
It's coming to ABC's at 9 o'clock on Tuesday.
That was in regards to. Oh.
But for TV.
It's on the
yeah.
second page during News of the Geek, but
Well, it's also coming to ABC. It's after the Matt Rife
That
project.
was that with 2 T's?
It is with 2 T's.
the other one that I had wrote down was he didn't write it, he spoke it.
I like that. I like bitter BLT. What's the other one?
Dungeons, Dragons, Stylin' and Profilin'.
I do like that one.
Dungeons and Dragons, Stylin' and Profilin'.
I like it.
Or Georgie McFlyee.
Georgie
Georgie
McFlyee.
McFlyee.
Georgie McFly is it. Change approved. Thanks
That's
everybody for listening.
McFlyee with 2 E's at the end.
That's,
No
how
Y.
that's how I spelled it.
I'll get that off air. Everybody, thanks for listening.
Early.
We'll be back.
Thanks for listening early this week.
Yeah, we'll be out tonight too on Monday night.
Releasing it on Monday?
Yeah, probably.
Ooh. I thought you were going to kick us out and just so you just
No,
do
we're
this
gonna do
later.
the same.
Oh, okay.
Are we going to release it to our Patreon people first?
Yes. Send $12 to us at Bad Ideas Podcast, and
That's a 2024 goal of mine.
get Patreon.
Yep.
Patreon.
Yep.
Patreon. Okay. Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
The history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
You are listening to a Hobie.